What's going on, people? So this is my fourth Roosevelt's video for the day. Usually I would just kind of lump these things all together, kind of like I do with like my pro wrestling tees pickups or anything like that, right? But since these kind of made sense to do individually, because you got the bamboo ones from like the second video. I mean, the first one was just like standard releases, right? So there is that piece of it. And then looking at the third video, that one was like a San Diego Comic-Con one, right? So that was its own thing. And now this is its own thing as well. So it just made sense to give them their own individual attention, right? So let's go ahead and get on into this, right? And the one thing that I haven't really said a whole lot of, because, you know, I haven't been thinking about it. I did do like a full-on review of like what I think about pro wrestling tees, about Roosevelt's and stuff, right? So if you want to watch that, you can. There's a lot of stuff that I mention in it that I forget to mention in these because I'm just trying to get through them, right? But the one thing I will say is that they're pretty cool. Like, these do come in at a hefty price, and it's pretty difficult to just say, oh yeah, go ahead and get them. I like them. You should like them too. Because again, $70 for a shirt, that's kind of a lot, right? It is. That's not lost on me. I mean, I have a lot of them, but that's just because I buy a lot of shirts, I guess. I don't know. It gives me something to talk about and something to wear to work, right? But I will say, if you're on the fence about it or whatever, you're looking at it, you're thinking it over or whatever, I do believe that their return policy is pretty decent, right? So if you want to see it up close or whatever, you should be able to buy it, send it back if you don't like it. And then as far as the sizing things and whatnot, there's a sizing chart on their webpage. Go ahead and look at that. It'll let you know what size you should get. But at least in my opinion, they have something for everybody, so give it a browse sometime. See what's going on over at the old Roosevelt's. That's what I did, and now look at me. Or maybe don't do that, because again, now look at me. This is the first up shirt, obviously, because it's the first one I'm opening. Should have led with the other one, but hey, why not? This, and I say that because I feel like this is the better shirt, so I should have saved it for last, right? I mean, I'm an Undertaker guy, though, right? Slight bias. So, here you go, right? This is the Undertaker Mankind Boiler Room Brawl match, right? Kind of gives you a better look over on the back in some ways, because it is one of those all-over prints, and on the back you don't have buttons and stuff, right? So there's that. Now, I saw this, right? I saw it was coming around, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, fantastic. I'm going to buy that tomorrow, the day that it goes on sale, which is actually SummerSlam. So I go on the webpage at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is where I am right now, and you know what happened? No smalls, people. Not a single one. And I was like, right? Because I'm thinking, surely these things didn't sell out that quickly, right? Something has to be wrong. And then, same thing applied to this one, because I clicked on over to the next shirt. I'm like, I don't have that one either, huh? Well, this is not okay, right? Like, because I'm ready to give these guys my money or whatever. Turns out they had an inventory issue, so when they put up the site or put up the sale on the site, they didn't have all the sizes worked out like they were supposed to. So, you know, somewhere within the hour, like, they had them all, and I bought the two that I wanted. But yeah, that first moment, right, I was thinking, did these actually, they couldn't have sold out. Who's buying these, right? I mean, obviously me, sure. But, like, who's really buying these, you know? That's the question. And I was just, like, baffled by the whole situation. But obviously it ended up working out. And working out quite well, because I am really liking the way this shirt came out. Again, I'm not trying to oversell it, right? If you're on the fence about spending X amount of money on some shirts, about to say pair of shoes, I'm looking at shoes over here. I get it. But I will say, I brought these out for a reason. Not just because I was doing a review earlier, but yeah, I saw these earlier, and like it made me think of the Undertaker, you know? Like, oh yeah, this the old Taker 12s here, right? So that's kind of why I'm wearing this shirt, because I was doing this review and it matched this, and then I happen to have this shirt to kind of tie it all together. But let's go ahead and move on and talk about Bret Hart just a little bit, because if you're familiar with the SummerSlam pack of this year, you know that Bret Hart is the other half of it. Odd choice in some ways, but I'm cool with it. If you saw last year's, like, I saw Jim Duggan was in last year's, but I have that shirt, I've already done that video and whatnot. So if you missed it, I mean, it's still out on the internet, so you can't really miss it per se. Here's a little sticker, got a little hamburger action going on in there, so there's that for you. I don't know if I showed the sticker from the last one. I feel like I did, but if I didn't, whatever, it's too late now. Here's Bret, the Hitman Hart, in all his glory, right? Got this all over print sort of thing, kind of, sort of, because it's, I just say that because it's got him all over it. Not the normal style like my Ninja Turtles one or that Undertaker one you just saw, But I do like it. One thing about shirts like this though, the ones where it just has like one single design throughout the thing, they have pockets on the front. The ones like the Undertaker one or that Ninja Turtles, the mint condition one, those ones, they don't have it. Even my Galactus shirt doesn't have the pocket on the front because it would throw off the front design, right? But I like the pocket because that's where I put like my ID and stuff when I'm at work, you know, and my pen so I can write stuff. Either way, that's just something to throw out there. That doesn't mean a whole lot. But I do like this shirt, you know. Not nearly as much as I like the Undertaker one, but I'm a big Bret Hart guy. And I was in the mood to buy some new shirts, and so I bought both of them. And they're both working out all right. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I feel like I said more than I needed to in this, so I'm going to wrap it on up right about now. Later, people.